A black and white SUV, a Falls County Sheriff's Department insignia on its side, passed us going the opposite direction. A man and woman in the front seat. Another, with a single driver, followed. "Wonder what that's about," Cayenne asked, but she wasn't looking at the law enforcement vehicles. She was pointing at the signs along the field mesh fence. "Keep your pinky fingers off our farms. Trees, not teacups. Weeding, not weddings." No idea. A cluster of buildings dotted each farm. Here a stucco cottage from the 1930s, there a double-wide. Clapboard farmhouses. Barns in shades of red and weathered gray. A farmhouse with Tyvek siding and a shiny new roof. We reached the white rail fence Liz had mentioned, the farm country equivalent of the storied white picket fence. Up ahead, a sign marked a narrow lane. I recognized the logo. A vintage purple truck encircled by sprigs of lavender, and the name Salmon Falls Lavender Farm. I slowed, catching a glimpse of a red and white sign attached to the open gate. "Farms are for farming," I read out loud. "Well, yeah." The curved driveway led past the field of lavender to a small cottage. Dark green trim offset the white clapboards, and the white porch invited customers to enter, sniff, and shop. Liz's classic mid-century Chevy pickup, deep purple with a bold, rounded profile and shiny metal grille, sat to one side. A showpiece, farm art. But the sheriff's rig beside it didn't fit the idyllic scene. Another thing I knew about small towns, just like in the city, the presence of law enforcement usually signals trouble. "Oh my God!" Cayenne clapped one brown, red-tipped hand over her mouth and pointed with the other. I followed her gaze. Holy Margaroli! Beside the cottage stood the greenhouse, roughly 20 by 30. If you could call it a greenhouse, with the glass in shatters and shards. The copper weather vane atop the peaked roof tilted dangerously. All signs of trouble with a capital T. "Stay," I told Arf, who'd sat up the moment we stopped. He's an Airedale, energetic but well-trained, no thanks to me, and I was sure he needed to pee, if for no reason than to announce his presence to other critters. As Cayenne and I got out of the car, Liz came toward us, side by side with a man in a two-tone brown uniform who had a good foot on her, even without the hat. "Pepper!" she called, picking up speed. "Cayenne, I completely forgot you were coming." "What happened?" "Vandals! Thieves, who knows? Most of the glass in the greenhouse is destroyed. The ventilation system is trashed, and they seriously messed up the distilling equipment." Liz raked a hand through her short, dark curls, messier than usual. A trail of dried blood traced a long cut down the back of her hand, almost merging into the lavender flowers tattooed on the inside of her arm. A smaller, deeper cut marred her cheek. She didn't appear to notice.